Hey everyone, it's Katherine Skaggs, and it's September 12th. Yesterday I came online talking about a full moon, and I gave you all the wrong info for the full moon energy. I grabbed August info, which I guess I'm behind because I was so busy in August. Maybe I forgot that it was September. Anyway, it's a new day, and the reading, take it for all that was given yesterday. I know the cards were perfect for whatever we needed to know. But now I'm going to focus on the full moon in Pisces. That was this last weekend, even though it's Tuesday, and see what we need to know as we bring in that harvest energy, manifestation energy. And I'm going to bring in the Mythical Goddess Tarot as well as the Master's Light Wisdom Oracle to do a little bit of a reading for you today to see how different it is, if any, from yesterday's reading. But also, hello, I get to engage you. You know, we get to be so darn human sometimes. I'm glad I was reminded of that yesterday, that yes, in the midst of all this spiritual evolution, all that, human and mistakes happen. And there's a reason I get to come back and see you today. You brighten my day by getting to come here and engage with you. All right, so let's do another 15 card spread. Well, it's actually a 20 card spread because I'm bringing in 5 cards with the Master's Light Wisdom Oracle. And I learned this reading from Sage Holloway. There's 5 sections. The first section has to do with 3 cards that are about who are we, or who are you, as we take a look at our question. And so our question is, what do we need to know? What do we need to do right now? What's in our best interest? Who are we as we enter a new phase? And how do we best manage our life? It's that focus that I bring, because unless we come together with another great focus, that's what it is for today. So we're going to put 3 cards in the center, and I go around this whole circle, and I have 4 more quadrants. The next quadrant is going to be, what's the big picture? What is this all about spiritually? What's the big picture for all of us? The next quadrant that I will talk about is, what are our lessons? What's hard? What do we have to learn? What's our challenges? And these are also our lessons, and challenges are opportunities for growth. All right. The third section has to do with, what action do we take for the best outcome? What do we need to do right now? What's in our best interest? And then the last 3 cards have to do with our outcome. And I did the reading a little bit different yesterday. I put all the Mythical Goddess Tarot, and then I read them. And I came back and I did the Masters of Light. Well, I'm going to do a little different today. I'm going to call in the Masters of Light Wisdom Oracle. This is the new deck you can still get over the next 4 days on Kickstarter under Masters of Light Wisdom Oracle and Katherine Skaggs. And we're going to see what Master wants to come in for each section to help support what we need to know right now, and to know that we've got lots of helpers. You know, that's part of bringing in the Master's Light Wisdom Oracle, is there's many guides, angels, goddesses, divine beings of light, celestial beings, otherworldly beings who are here to help us right now. And we need to say, hey, how can you help? And listen to them. Know that they're here and we're not alone. All right. So, who are we right now as we enter into this new cycle? So, I love it that I came back and talking about this Pisces full moon. That was this last weekend. We've got Ishel, the moon card. Crack me up. Right in the center. She is here to bring us lots of love, lots of energy, and help us open up to that deep inner place of our heart's desires, of our subconscious, and the way that we dream. You know, she is the rainbow jaguar goddess, and she is all about helping us go within to find our true knowing, our true center that's based on our soul selves, our inner selves. So she is reflective of that awakening or present within us that we need to pay attention to. She's right next to Yamaya, and these two have very similar energies in terms of moon energy, oracle energy, energy that says to trust your intuition. This is a time to absolutely be present to your intuition, your inner knowing, and that's so appropriate for this Piscean moon. You may be feeling a lot, you may know a lot, and it's important to trust that. It's important to take care of yourself. I actually wasn't feeling good the last 3 or 4 days since Thursday last week, and got through the weekend, and I needed to rest in this energy. I'm a Pisces. I feel, sense, know, stuff that I don't even know sometimes. I definitely feel a lot. And that sensitivity is like, go within, know what you know, and trust that. All right. The other card that's here in this section about who we are at this time is our intention. It's really important to pay attention to what we intend. What do we desire? These other two cards are inner cards. All three cards, every one has their eyes closed. It means that it's a time of reflecting within, to go within, to take space within, to be present to our inner urges, our inner knowings, and to let that guide us, and to work with our mind as well as our emotions and our heart to intend and focus on what we truly desire, to give that a lot of attention. That's where we are right now. That's really important that we pay attention to. Now, who's here for us? We've got Kuan Yin, Divine Mother, Kuan Yin, and compassion. So as we're reflecting inwardly, as we're paying as much attention to our inner awareness right now, compassion is really important, to be gentle with ourselves, to be held in loving kindness. So know that that's the guide right now. Okay, let's look at what the big picture is. All right. Ooh, we got some intense cards in the big picture. And I shuffle these like crazy. So in the big picture, y'all, we've got some emotional work to do. It's all about healing. This is about emotional healing. In the big picture, we're tired. This is a card of depletion. It says, pay attention. This is a warning card. There's two really big warning cards. All three cards are water cards, emotional cards. We've got denial and we've got depletion. The two main negative cards in the emotional suit. So the waters, the seas, the deep inner depths. So it's important that we pay attention to our well-being right now. We may need to take time to rest, to honor our emotional selves, to be quiet and inward, take care of our bodies, take care of our emotions. It tells us that we are tired, and that as we move into this new energy, we need to focus on our heart's desires as the big picture and where we're headed. What we really need to do is tend to all those emotional blockages, places that have been trauma, places that we've shut ourselves off or we're exhausted, and come back to really going within to our heart's desires so that we are connected and we truly can honor what is in our heart spaces instead of what we should do. So, interesting, the best being to show up to help us is Mama Gaia. She says to nurture ourselves. So as we need to restore our emotional selves, our physical selves, and our spiritual selves, we need nurturance. We need to absolutely take time to lay on the earth, to go outside and walk in nature, to get outside of linear time, because that's where we're going to heal, and that's where we're going to get what we need. Your body is a temple, and it needs some nourishment right now. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look at our lessons. Interesting. This is big energy. This energy is really different from yesterday. So I'm kind of curious as to what's shifted just in the last day for all of us, and the energies on the planet and in the stars. As we're moving into this next cycle of 30 days or so, and bigger than that, we've got lessons about truly regenerating ourselves. We need to take care. And as I look back at the big picture, I look at the earth too. humanity, the earth, individuals and others. And we need to really nurture ourselves. And here we have in the lessons or in the challenges, this is about regeneration. This is a card of healing. This is Kundalini. This is fire and passion. This is purifying ourselves so we can wake up, so we can feel and experience our wholeness and our physical reality, our spiritual selves, our psycho-spiritual selves that are in unity with this physical reality. So that tells me that, in this part of our journey, we need to take time to understand what it is to actually regenerate. Is it ceremony? Is it ritual? Is it walking in nature? Is it laughing with friends? Is it being quiet? What is it that brings you back and purifies you and your spirit so that you can be well on your path? Another card is the Passion card. So next to that fire, regeneration, that's very energetically, Kundalini, wake up. Passion is going to also be part of the story, that we have a lot more to do to really get into our heart spaces and be passionate about living our lives, be passionate about our work, to be passionate about our friends and our families, to be passionate about humanity and our spiritual growth and our unity. So let's see what we can do to come into that energy and work with this as our lesson of how to be in the heart and be passionate, how to regenerate through fiery passion. And another big one that's up is Kali. So death. This in the challenges is to face what needs to die in our lives. What do we need to let go of? Old attitudes, habits, addictions, beliefs, relationship situations where we're not happy, anything that's depleting us. If you go back to denial and depletion over here in this last section, those things are up to compost. And at this harvest moon, at this harvest time, it's the time of the West in the medicine wheel. It's the time of letting go. And it's a very important time that we take to face the things that need to die and let them go. And this is who we have to help us with this. Mayan Master Emix, receptivity. She's also got Pele energy. She's this red dragon energy that's all about nurturance and getting down into the core of the earth. And she says, rest in the fertile, dark womb of the primal mother. You are nurtured and supported. So this is what is up for us as we work with death, regeneration, and passion, is to become more receptive, is to go deep into that very depth of our beings and understand what it's like to actually receive. And it's going to take regeneration and passion and possibly dying into some ways. All right, let's take a look at the next three cards. They have to do with action. Actually, 4 cards. So part of our journey to restoring ourselves emotionally, to coming back into balance this next month, is that we've got purification. Hi, Joanetta and Maureen. Nice to see you, ladies. And whoever else might be on there, I can't see. Oh, it's just you so far. All right, so we've got the cleansing card, the C's. So with this card here in action, we absolutely need to take time to clean our act up, to clean it up mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is spiritual and emotional energy, but we need to, it might be time for a cleanse. A cleanse mentally, physically, emotionally. This is what's up so that we're going to feel better, so that we're going to be where we need to be in our lives. In that cleansing, I can tell you a couple of things that are going to happen. We're going to face fear that we have about our lives, about the world at large, about our health, about our relationships. We're going to face any fear, any place where we've buried our hearts, we need to clean. Any place where we're all mental and not grounded, we need to clean up. We need to do that, clean the earth, clean every place in our lives where we are out of harmony. And that's going to bring us back to balance. It's going to bring us back on our path. And it's important that we do this right now for our next steps. This is a time of completion as we do these things. We're in the fall, and it's time to do fall cleanup. It's time to do that personally. You know, I think about it, I've got a garden, so I'm going to get out in the garden. I'm going to start cleaning up dead plants, cutting them back, preparing for winter. And this is up for us on a personal level and on a physical level. And it's time for us, hi Ginger, nice to see you too. It's time for us to bring that fire back that can purify. That seems to be part of our plan here, is to purify emotionally, purify our spirits, purify our world so that we can be in balance. And that word balance keeps coming back. I don't think I even put that in there in regards to the first part of the questioning. I just asked, what do we need to know? And apparently it's time of cleanup. It's time so that we can come back into harmony, and personally and collectively. All right. So Archangel Metatron is sitting here with our action, awakening. You know, Archangel Metatron is also an ascended master. He actually walked on Earth. And this is about awakening. So as we clean up, that's what coming back into balance actually is telling me right now, is that this is for us to come into a more awakened state of being. Is that we clean our mind, we clean our fear, we clean our bodies. It all works together. They're all connected. They're all part of a whole system. And so with this, expect that as we awaken, this is talking about expect sudden inspiration, spiritual downloads, increased intuition, and expanded awareness. Be aware in this action that part of your action may be that stillness that allows you to completely get epiphanies, to completely get the downloads you need to take your next step. I've been in a great deal of inquiry lately, asking my guides what the heck on a couple of things in my life. What do I need to know? And that's exactly what we need to do, is learn in the middle of the action is to also be still. All right. Our outcome. If we'll heed this advice and work, to be open and loving every day to the best of our ability, part of where we're headed is our true destiny. The Pleiadian star goddess. She is Aquarian energy all day long. She is all about opening up. See that little person down below, and this beautiful Pleiadian mama from above pouring down the stars upon that beautiful little being. This is about that receptivity and the challenges. This is about receiving our divine destiny, to trust that everything is in right order, to trust that all that we desire is truly given. All we have to do is open and be present. And this is where we're going to be more able to, in this next cycle, is to truly receive the blessings from above and within, from our divinity. In the process of this cleansing we've spoken about, this nurturance, this death and receptivity to awakening, that's what it takes to awaken, is to die to our old way of being. And so the forgiveness card is in the outcome. Beautiful heart purification card. She is all about being illuminated at the heart space, letting go of what was, forgiving the misunderstandings within and around, and coming to a deep place of passion, compassion, and unconditional love. I'm going to go for that one. And then the failure card. When Sage was working with me on readings and creating this deck, I used to hate this card. Failure. It's actually an important card. And it being in the outcome, what does that mean? What does it mean when you get a negative card in the outcome? Well, part of my take on it is that when you get a negative card in the outcome, such as the failure card, it means that we're going to come to the end of the cycle, and that which will not grow where it has been is going to die. And it's okay. It's that something is letting go, and this is an acknowledgement that there will be something being released in this process. Something no longer can thrive. If you look at this is a tree in a city. It cannot thrive in that city. It's on concrete. It's not meant to be there. It's out of place. There's false things, man-made things around it that are keeping it from having full life force. So this is something that we need to face our fear of something collapsing, letting go in our world that no longer belongs, that no longer can thrive. And it's going to make way for new life. It's going to bring awareness when we let go. It's a big deal when we can see that. So don't be afraid of it. That's a Saturn and Taurus card. It just means there's an end of a cycle. There's a completion card in the action, and that tells me that that's something that's going to be done. So don't worry about it. It means that it's something that no longer needs energy. It has no energy. So don't be afraid. All right. Gifted is also in the outcome. You know, my take with this beautiful, beautiful indigo star child being in this reading is that as we come around to the fullness of this cycle, we're going to return more and more to our gifts, to really see who we are. Many of us are indigos, no matter what our age. Many of us are gifted star beings and empaths. So this card is about acceptance and honoring of your soul gifts. You are wise beyond your years, empathic and knowing. So as this energy comes in right now, I'm going to encourage you to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to be compassionate, to do your best to let go of the things that no longer serve you, to return and regenerate yourself of your spirit and through your passion, and to clean out, to face the fears, to clean away and be done with whatever needs to be done in your lives so that you can continue to be in that awakening and inspiring process with nothing but love. So it's good to see you all again today. What fun to see you 2 days in a row, or to know I'm present with you. I hope that this continues to be a great month for you. If you haven't done the Kickstarter and you want a Masters of Light Wisdom Oracle, go to Kickstarter.com right now and get your own Masters of Light Wisdom Oracle on the drive that we've got going on. You get extra goodies because you're in that pre-order phase there. And be part of something bigger than yourselves. This is pretty fun. I appreciate all of you. It's exciting to bring in all these guides and beings as well as goddesses. And I look forward to seeing you again another day.